Hello, and welcome to another Bloodstained Ritual of the Night Randomizer Cinco Bingo tournament match. We've got the losers bracket, the bottom bracket semifinal match here between AceZer0 and BadmoonZ. This is going to be an exciting one. I'm Alucard 2004 on commentary, and joining me is Linkforce. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. Excited for this race.
Yeah, it should be a good one. I mean, these guys are skilled players. BadmoonZ actually the creator of the randomizer itself. So has a lot of background knowledge about how the logic works, how everything kind of falls into place. And Ace has been playtesting and running the game for a while as well. I had to take down some really strong opponents to get to this point, so should be a really exciting match.
And there they go.
All right, we're off. So starting off here on the Galleon Minerva, this is kind of just the starting ship area where players are just going to have to run through. They're going to get a free weapon, a guaranteed weapon, and they get to start with the thing that you see them going fast with, which is Accelerator, which just kind of helps speed up the game, makes things a bit free. And it looks like BadmoonZ starting off real strong here and getting a Flame Whip drop. I think that was Abdullah Hammer, and Ace finding Craftwork immediately. You can see him smiling there off of the ALO. So really nice hit. So in Bloodstained, basically every enemy has a shard that it drops. You basically get to take their power. And all of those shards are randomized in the randomizer. And so Craftwork is a shard that provides progression in the game and allows you to move into later areas of the game, it's always nice to see that early on here. And you can see Ace is still using the spear that we started with, so has a little bit less DPS. Best to have different items and weapons that are also randomized, as well as drop tables entire drop tables among enemies are randomized as well. So, pretty interesting amount of randomization in this game. Once we get to town, the crafter and the shops are also randomized, so that's something that we're going to have to look through and could take advantage of with some good effect. Looks like BadmoonZ is going to spend some time farming here. Finds, what is that, Fault Tayab?
Yeah, Fault Tayab.
That is a great find early on. That can do some major damage. They don't have a lot of mana early, but they utilize that too well. But it's just a really good DPS shard that requires you to use basically no mana if you can spam it well. Looks like we did upgrade our weaponry, though. I see a Gram and a Sanji gun and a Spike Breastplate armor. Nice.
Wow. Armor, a little bit of everything on the ship.
Yeah, there's a fairy scarf and a kitsune mask, so we're kind of all equipped up. Miriam gets a weapon, a helm, an armor, 2 accessories, and a scarf, which you could argue is an accessory, but whatever, that's fine. The saves and warps are also randomized. You see Ace is actually out of mana here. He can't continue accelerating. You can grab these, like, mana roses in order to get some more mana, but it's not that much, and so you can see him slowing down considerably, especially since there was a warp there in the middle of the ship. Anyways, let's
look at this card.
Yeah, there's a spicy card here in front of us. Some of the things these guys are going to be looking out for early on the card are defeat a boss tiles. So there is one I see row 1 calling for defeat a boss using only firearms and ammunition, which can be a little bit difficult depending on what gun you wear or are using and what ammunition you have.
Oh, Shinobi Guard off the rats, I see.
Ooh, that's a nice hit.
Also, I believe Ace found a gambler's ring, which BadmoonZ just found too. And the Double Hammer is actually having vanilla shard head flail.
It's actually a pretty good damage shard early on. Yeah. I see a Hellhorse hoof there off the Duller Hammer heads, which I believe is the Unicorn Ring drop table, so they could get another accessory that way. Just kind of looking through the rest of the card, I do see that we have, column 1, row 1. Oh, there's a Unicorn Ring in the chest. That's funny. There's column 1, row 1, collect 6 differently named resist passive shards. So they're going to be wanting to look for those types of shards. Those are yellow ones. Collect money is power pickpocket. More shards that they need to find. Collect 4 differently named daggers. So those are just items that they can get over the course of the game. We talked about defeating a boss using firearms and ammunition. Didn't look like they hit a gun on the ship, so they're going to have to think about what boss to use that on in order to accomplish that objective.
Nor a waystone to leave and save.
That's true, yeah. That's a nice early find. Words of Wisdom on Vapar there. That reduces the amount of mana that all of your shards require, so that'll help mitigate the mana requirements from running around with Accelerator and some of their damage shards. We have collect Jeebel's Glasses and Hellhound on the card. Jeebel's Glasses, an amazing item in the game that allows all your shards to be free to use. So if they can find that and grab it, that will really improve their damage output and ability to just get through the game faster, because it'll allow your Accelerator to not require any mana either. Hellhound is probably the most damaged shard in the game. You could argue that maybe some other shards can have higher DPS, but Hellhound is very consistent, and if you upgrade it in the crafter, it can... If you upgrade its rank in the crafter, it can cover like basically the entire screen. It's kind of nuts.
Also, Johanna's giving us some seeds to plant, even though that's not on this card. I just find that a little funny.
Yeah, that is pretty neat. And we could go ahead and plant those seeds and potentially make some food. You can prepare dishes in the shop. I do see later on, like right in the center square of the card, there's an int food bonus plus 10. So if they can craft up some good food that gives them some int bonuses, because every food that you eat gives you a small stat bonus, some large stat bonuses, depending on what it is. But that'll be a nice tile to get for them. And I did notice that Alkahest is craftable. And Alkahest is a big deal because it allows you to dismantle items into other items, and with the crafter completely randomized, you can get some insane combinations. It can help you get the Jeebel's Glasses that we were talking about, help you get the daggers. I see scarves on here, berets, great swords. Looks like a fairly item-heavy card.
There's some item and some shards too. I want to say about half and half.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, if we keep going down row 2, ride a chair. That's a pretty simple objective. Just sit in a chair, one of the chair mimic enemies, basically, and it'll bounce you around the map. Hear Caraboss sing while playing the piano. Caraboss is a familiar you get in the game, basically a pet that follows you around and helps you out. If we do find the Caraboss shard, it'll be cool to see them go to an area in the garden, and Caraboss will actually sing for you there at a piano. It's pretty neat cutscene. Enter 3 different Iron Maidens. Those are some dangerous traps in the castle that BadmoonZ has just entered, and you can enter those to get another objective here. You'll take some damage if you don't have the Aegis Plate item, which is another item that we may be looking out for, just because it's kind of helpful in some places.
Now, it does say enter, not damage, so
correct.
It could have the Aegis Plate so they don't take that damage.
That's right. But we haven't seen that yet, so we'll hold out hope, I guess. But they should be able to just tank it. One of the great things about this game is purchasing food in town. when you consume food, it just heals you immediately, and you can eat as much food as you want. Not really that realistic, but amazing for continuing to keep playing the game, because if you're really low on health, you can just charge back up again and get all your health back. These guys are hitting.
Yeah.
A lot of shards very quickly here. So far, only Craftwork are only progression shard, but that does allow them to move on towards that piano we were just talking about, actually. Continuing down the card here, collect a shard from a Demon Lord. That's a very late game enemy. Can be found in 2 areas of the game. One in the Oriental Sorcery Lab, and another one can be found in the Icy Tomb, the Glacial Tomb, which is very, very end of the game. So if they do find their way to get there, their ways to get there, which they need some movement, and they need a special sword called Zangetsudo in order to access the Icy Tomb, then
I
they
mean,
can go to
there
that
is
late
another
game.
place to find Demon Lords.
Right. Right. As I mentioned, you can go to Oriental Sorcery
Oh.
Lab as well.
Sorry.
No, it's cool. But they don't have the movement to get there either. They would need some way to climb up there. That's a pretty high up area in the castle. Defeat 3 differently named elementals. A bunch of different elemental enemies around the map. Just have to go and chase them down. Collect 4 differently named scars. We talked about 65% map completion. They can track that in their menu and in their map. So pretty easy to determine once you hit that. Not too bad of an objective. Because they have Accelerator. They need some upward movement to really try to uncover map tiles, but they should be fine once they find those. We talked about the int food bonus. Defeat Sabnok and Marbus. They've actually just taken down Marbus. You saw Ace actually getting the shard from Marbus there, the whip expertise, that big lion enemy. There's another lion enemy just like it in the Den of Behemoths, which is another very end game area. So that's something they're going to want to do once they have access to that area. Collect Directed Shield and Heretical Grinder shards, more shards that they need to find. Double jump, invert, and high jump shards. Those are movement shards that you kind of want anyways. So those are ones they're going to be looking out for and want, but sometimes you can't find all of them, and you do need to find all of them in order to get this style. Collect 9 differently named great stores. Collect scale armor, iron breastplate, steel breastplate, and X shovel armor. Collect 2 differently named berets. All of these are just a bunch of item collection. Collect knife, kung fu shoes, and short sword and claymore.
And there's Deep Sinker off Piggy Pigs.
Very interesting. That actually opens up some interesting options. So, what does Deep Sinker do?
Deep Sinker allows you to walk underwater. It allows you to get all the chests that are there and to actually advance to another area called Desert, which is another late game area.
Yeah, it can be pretty tough to get through some of those areas. But they have the means to do so. They have the ability to do it. You see both of our players also jumping into that Iron Maiden there. That's taking some damage, but also able to move on through. Ace does have Craftwork. Could actually just move this on its own like BadmoonZ did, but is trying to do the frog tech where you actually just get the frog to jump in there for you. Kind of neat. Just going through the last row here, we got 1100 HP, so once they get to 1100 HP by any means, there are like HP ups throughout the game that they can pick up as items. They can craft food to do it, whatever it takes to get there. Collect Dullahammer, Helm, Cat Ears, Wolfhood, Silver Tiara, and Ribbon. Those are some helms that they want to be collecting, so more item collection. Defeat Living Fossil using only Bone Toss. We were just talking about the desert area, so if they find the Bone Toss shard, then they'll be able to go to the desert and accomplish that objective. Collect Kick Expertise and Dagger Expertise shards. Did we find Kick Expertise? We found Whip Expertise.
Yeah, I vaguely remember seeing Kick Expertise, but I could be misremembering.
Yeah. All good. There's Dagger Expertise.
Wow. Okay.
Well,
Okay.
that's good. And then we got 2 differently named circlets to round out the card. So, yeah, as you mentioned, a good balance of shard collection, item collection. So these guys are going to be wanting to kind of clear a lot of these early game enemies and see what they can do. But there is a play over to Cathedral, which we see BadmoonZ kind of making. There's also a play over to the basically the right side of the map here, and that's what Ace has elected to do. Use that craftwork to cross the garden ravine. You can see there's the piano here that we'll want to revisit later with Caraboss familiar. But this is a great play from Ace, maybe rushing towards OD in the library in order to collect some books. OD does provide some books that can power up Miriam considerably, and you can just check them out and eventually have all of them if you really commit. Unfortunately, the movement is just absolutely horrible through this area. Yeah, it would be much better if they had double jump or high jump or invert or dimension shift even to help them get through here. But they got to work with what they got, and they're gonna even have to skip some chests in this area. Like there's some chests up above in this room that Ace is in. Can't even do it. So BadmoonZ has identified ×2 Alcahest drop and is progressing to the next boss here, Zangetsuda 1. Just going to be using that Fall Tayab, that Darkness Shard that he can spam on him to do some considerable damage, but just has to watch out because he does hit like a truck. Ace did also get some Waystones there in Gardens. That's pretty nice.
That's right.
Good clean fight from BadmoonZ. Gonna keep moving on towards Cathedral. A lot of quick shards you can get here. The game doesn't expect you to have upward movement, so doesn't have to skip any locations for now.
Now, if I was doing this, since I have craftwork, I would actually leave craftwork for the defeat boss with only firearms and ammunition, since it's an early game boss and they can skip it if they want.
That's a really great idea. Yeah. So yeah, there's a little bug in the randomizer that okay, maybe it's a big bug in the randomizer that, and this is even in the developer made randomizer. If you go to craftwork, without the craftwork shard, you get soft lock. It's not great, but since we have craftwork, we don't have to worry about that. We can go to the boss there, and I agree with Link Force here. If we find a warp, I would definitely recommend going home, grabbing a gun, and coming back. I think that would be a good idea. Maybe some ammo. Start knocking out objectives. I believe the Gearman has the ×2 Alcahest, so it's a bit of a tricky farm. But that Alcahest could unlock some items that provide a lot of DPS, potentially. So it's definitely worth looking at. You might find some free Jeebles glasses off of some dismantling. You might find a Solomon's Ring. That's another one players like to look out for because it increases the chances of getting shards. There's a lot of different options. Ace gonna keep moving, though, after farming up the train area, the pre-train area.
I don't believe he got all the shards, but those enemies show up later on. Wait,
I'm not sure if he got the puppy, but I think he got... Yeah. He definitely got the lily, I saw that, but... Well, there's ×1 Alcahest there, too. I think on Killer Barber.
Yeah, okay, I'm Killer Barber.
I think. Ooh.
Throw spear.
Yeah, that's a really strong shard in the early game. Costs a lot of mana to use, but again, if like BadmoonZ heads home and finds some free Jeebles, then that could be good. Ooh, there's a gun, actually. It's a nice find. Nice drop for BadmoonZ. Got a Torador off the Ore Dog or the Toad or something there.
Yeah, one of those two.
And there's a
4%
Basilard.
drop.
There's a Basilard for Ace. Another dagger.
So they actually have the. Yeah, I might be misremembering this. Do they have the knife in the Kung Fu boots?
I'm not sure about that. I
might be confusing that with you.
Yeah. Bloodsteel. There. That actually does unlock a path down underground. Kind of a path they had access to anyways, so it doesn't really unlock any new progression. But it's interesting.
Okay.
You can see both players farming the Poltergeist, the portrait enemies, in different places. Kind of interesting. And the game offers you so many different types of weapons in the game. You can see Ace is a lot more comfortable with the great swords, using like a Lohengrin here, do like some flame sword damage. BadmoonZ is using like Fault Tie. I guess both players are using Fault Tie Up. It's a good shard. But BadmoonZ also kind of mixing it up here with a sword.
Oh, and there's another scarf.
Nice.
That's 3 scarves for them right now?
I think so, and a bunch of new quests as well to pour around with. There's Inferno Breath. That can be a really good boss killer shard.
And there's a circlet for Ace.
Nice. Okay. Really, really good finds. I think one of our players hit the Silver Tiara as well off the Dulla Hammerheads, so there's some things coming together. Yeah.
And just based off of Ace's personal bingo card, it looks like he has. He just showed us both the circlets, and he has int +10. I think there was a.
What is this?
Oh my god! The first try.
The first shard off of this monkey in a cage. It's an enemy that you can find in other places, but it's just amazing that he managed to hit. You can see how excited he was there, and it's honestly not a bad shard. Augment strength, help do some more melee damage. You can see how slow it is to like move these platforms.
Yeah, but with no movement,
Okay, so
that's the only way you're getting up there.
Yep. This is like the vanilla way to get up there, so yeah. Pretty interesting.
Oh, BadmoonZ just dismantled for a Valkytress.
Okay, that's like a high luck, high defense body armor, so that's really good. But early on in the game, what we're looking for is like DPS and movement. So those are the things that we care about the most right now. And I think our players know the struggle because, you know, using this great sword on this Rulsha here isn't the best. Even this damage on this Nyabon, this cat enemy, is kind of tricky.
The favorite familiar, or the second?
The Buer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here's OD, the librarian. Ace is going to check out a book here. Grabs a Deadeye Tome.
Dulla Hammerhelm off of the Nyabon. And Void Ray.
Okay, BadmoonZ getting some DPS here. And a Dull Hammer Helm to go with it. Very nice.
Ace?
I think he's trying to decide if he wants to go save or something first, but I think he's okay.
Yeah.
He's just gonna try to
He has
deep it
food.
down. Yeah, usually. But yeah, Void Ray is like a beam attack that goes across the whole screen. Just helps you clear enemies fast. And you can see it also doesn't consume a ton of mana. If you just tap it lightly, it can go across the screen and just like shoot a quick beam and hurt these enemies and take them down fast. So you can see BadmoonZ doing that.
I've missed the confirmation on Ace's 10 int. Pretty sure he has it.
Guessing just the stuff in the shop.
Yeah,
got him
there was a lot of int food.
That's good. Int equals shard damage, which is generally what you want. Early on, maybe strength is better, but... Oh, there's that Aegis plate.
Oh, nice.
In entrance. So,
Which
a good amount of worth.
Oh, they don't have movement yet. I mean, they can go, but they can't actually get there.
Right. But it's still a really nice find. It's not a bad armor on its own, too.
No? But, I mean, I think Valkrest is much better than Aegis.
Definitely.
What are we transmuting this time?
But it seems like BadmoonZ can't decide on a weapon to use.
I mean, he's got Void Ray.
Oh, that too. Yeah.
And you can see he's actually not fighting Craftwork here. Probably because he wants to save that for the firearms.
Mm-hmm. I think they're getting a little desperate on shards.
Yeah, no movement kind of limits some of our options. But I mean, it can still go to underground and desert.
Oh yeah.
Do some silly plays down there for sure. There's definitely opportunity to get more shards. They just have to look in the right place.
Yeah, work for it.
They may be forced down there. And Ace has like the warp to get over there. But I imagine BadmoonZ will follow suit soon. Finally, getting a Killer Barber shard there. Ace just kind of cashing in a lot of the quests here in town. Able to progress this Food Susie quest a decent amount, actually. BadmoonZ has like racked up a good amount of alcohol too while doing all this, so might be able to deconstruct for some pretty big items.
What would you like to sell? Thank you.
And there goes BadmoonZ immediately into the deconstruct menu.
Yeah.
It can be a little overwhelming, like, looking through all this stuff, because it's just randomized every seed. So, the bingo kind of tries to touch on every aspect of the game, because crafting and preparing food and buying from the shop and all that stuff is a big part of the game, too. So, a lot of stuff is randomized, and so players have to make quick decisions on the fly. Looks like Ace is heading back into Cathedral to clean up the checks that BadmoonZ has already done. So they may just kind of swap places soon. Yep.
So stagger expertise again. Or where's BadmoonZ going? Oh,
Maybe
he's
just trying to farm the shards.
No, he's gonna drop down and get.
Oh,
the
he
two
hasn't got
chests.
these. He hasn't got these 3 chests. Yeah. Gee, he pulls glasses. Oh my god.
Well,
3. That's funny. Neither of them went there, so now all their mana is entirely
is
free. Yep, all their shards. Amazing.
So now they just need a good DPS, which they have. BadmoonZ has throw spear, so
Yeah.
that's probably DPS for a little bit.
Ace, I don't think
Ace
he's that
just got it
happy.
too.
Yeah, he shook his head there. He's like, okay, I might have been missing that for a while, but turns out it was like 30 seconds apart.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't blame them for not checking that check, because you don't have movement to get there initially, and you don't want to drop down the first time you go through, because then you have to loop all the way back around. Oh, okay, Ace getting his dagger expertise.
Yeah, that's important.
That's good.
I suspect that our players are going to try to full clear this upper area just because these are easy to get shards. Especially now with this kind of DPS. But you can see BadmoonZ going to town on these enemies with Throw Spear and Void Ray. Those are really powerful shards for this stage of the game. And there's the ×2 dream on the Gearman, the realization from Ace there. He's hitting really nicely.
Petra. BadmoonZ farming probably one of the worst enemies to farm.
Yeah, these simians are terrible. These monkeys, but I like the thoroughness. When you don't have movement, like, you kind of need to do it.
All they just need is Hellhound and get another tile. Oh! The simians don't have a shard.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. So now,
That's a good realization.
BadmoonZ knows that every other enemy has a shard.
That's
He
right.
no longer has to look. Which saves time in the long run.
It really does. There's one enemy in the game that has been randomized to have no shard. Because in the vanilla game, there are 2 enemies that don't have a shard. Due to the limitations of the randomizer, one could not be changed. That's the Mort enemy that you find at the beginning of the game. But the giant Mort was available to mess with, so basically, that enemy is randomized, and so sometimes you'll see players looking in their menu trying to discover which one that is, but we don't have to worry about it.
I don't remember. Ace was laughing when he went through the hallway. I forgot what was on the Toad / Ordog's drop table.
×2 Alcahest? Or no, Ordog.
No.
A gun, maybe? There was a gun.
Oh, the gun, yeah.
I think it was on the Toad. But yeah, there's Throw Spear, so probably pretty happy to find that. About to be happy finding Void Ray, I'm sure.
Oh, that's a root shard.
And there was a beret. I missed that in
Wasn't it?
Cathedral there. Yeah, Ace just picked up a Beast Beret.
Huh.
I do like the way that BadmoonZ has been routing this, just like super thorough, just getting everything along the way. Yeah.
Ace went over the Simeon, but didn't luck.
Summon Bat on the Wolfman. Nice hit.
The math final. So BadmoonZ will get a circlet when he gets to the middle part of the tower. I don't know if he bought the flame circlet or even saw it in the shop. Oh, there's another resist shard.
Yeah, another resist shard on the Viewer Knight there. And Ace did hit the Void Ray, so that's good. It'll be interesting to see if BadmoonZ decides to go for his favorite enemy here, the Scythemite. Looks like he's kind of wandering around, trying to see if it'll spawn. Basically, you have to like bleed enemies for that thing to spawn. It's a super weird enemy. But it does have a shard. Could be movement. And that's absolutely what they're looking for right now is movement. That's what they want the most right now.
Yeah, they'll exhaust all the shards above ground and then start going below ground. Because once you go below, you have a really hard time getting back up.
Yep. And the randomizer has been designed in such a way that you won't soft lock from that, but it can make your routing really inefficient. So you really want to be careful before you go down there.
So Ace, seeing that you can deconstruct Alcahest.
Yeah, and craft it. Oh, there's Bone Toss.
Oh,
we do need that.
Yeah, incentive to go down.
Yeah.
To get one objective.
I mean, they do want objectives. And honestly, they might be starting to get pigeonholed into going down anyway, so.
Oh, Ace saw that Valkyras.
Yeah, now that they have Jeebles.
Oh. They do have Bloodsteel to drain the fountain, but that's still just access to underground.
It's the same access, because they have Deep Sinker, they can just go from town to the right, and then just, like, to find the same Bloodsteel path. But, I mean, it's not necessarily bad, it's just different access. There are some, kind of a faster way to farm some of the enemies there. In underground, in that hallway that you unlock from bloodstealing, so... But you can still get there the other way, so it's like... it's not a big deal, but it's nice.
So I do believe BadmoonZ got his Thunder Circlet, but he just needs to go back to town to get his Flame.
Didn't get the Gujin Shard. No. Might be one he has to come back for.
He might just... If he has no shards left, and that's the last shard, then that's going to be an awful farm.
Correct. That's probably the scenario in which he farms those there.
But we do know that it's not movement, so...
Right.
Hopefully.
Yeah, the other things these guys have to be looking out for... Ooh, there's the wolf.
Ooh, the wolf.
But, yeah. The other thing these guys have to be watching out for is the crafter itself. Crafter might have some shards that provide the movement too. So
True.
And they unlock by collecting shards in the game, specific shards, and those shards are randomized as well. So you want to come back to the crafter and check in every now and then just to see if maybe you've unlocked something new that you want.
Oh, BadmoonZ going for the Fortune Tome.
Ooh.
And not luck. The Deadeye Tome.
Yeah. I think the DPS is really good with Void Ray, but I understand if you want to try to go for luck, hey. Be my guest. So BadmoonZ on the Andy fight. Not going to struggle nearly as much with this Jeebles DPS. Void Ray does a ton of damage to the Andraelphus boss here. free. Another resist shard.
Resist. I don't think Ace has either of those. Thank you, Darkest. BadmoonZ now has his tenant.
Nice. It always feels good to get the center square.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I think he had it. He just didn't eat his food.
he just hadn't eaten yet. Yeah, fair enough. So this could be Ace heading down underground now. Maybe we'll actually Bloodsteal at the fountain. That could be kind of cool to see. You don't see that very often.
Unless it's a goal.
Sure. Fair enough. Looks like maybe we want some Alcahest first. So not a bad play if there's something we were looking for. That viewer's gotta go. There it is. It's
Viewer
blocking him.
is annoying.
It gets in the way a lot, yeah. BadmoonZ might enter underground a different way here, potentially. From this side of garden. Which I think is a fine choice.
There's a lot of items. Oh, the shuffle.
Yeah, I think I saw that drop table earlier, but I don't think it's that interesting for the...
Well, they need the X shovel armor.
Oh, they do. Oh, okay. I think Ace hit that earlier. I missed that they need that. Yeah, perfect. So that's something that BadmoonZ will want to farm.
Maybe he is.
I think so. I think he just looked at the drop table. It's on the viewer night, I think.
Yeah. Which there's an easier spot to farm. But
Yeah,
you need...
but if he's looking for the cow or something too. I don't think he is, though. I think he got that one.
I mean, up in tower, there's an easier way, but you need movement for that, so...
Yeah, exactly. And if he's about to go underground, he just wants to get the... Oh wait, he's not doing that objective. I'm getting confused. Yeah. He's just trying to get...
There's another resist.
He might be close to done with the 6.
He has 4. I feel like A should have more than 1, but maybe he just hasn't hit those shards. Ace has 2, okay. It's so hard to see what they get because it happens so fast.
But here we are underground.
What are we transmuting this time?
Might as well get a couple of extra copies of Throw Spear, huh?
Oh, Ace getting that Alcahest in shop now.
That's a big deal. So he was able to deconstruct the Alcahest, dismantle it, and then recraft it. And crafting any item or preparing any food puts it in the shop so you can purchase it directly, like future copies of it. So now Ace can just freely purchase Alcahest, and sometimes you can get infinite money that way. But more importantly, it just allows you easier access to Alcahest, so you don't have to just sit and farm all day. So that's a big play, and one that I hope BadmoonZ would make eventually. Maybe not prioritizing it right now, but this can allow them to get a lot of objectives quickly, since we do see a lot of items required to be collected on this card. And that may allow you to skip getting items from certain drop tables, or there are certain unique items that you can't even get in drop tables.
Oh, what would you like to sell? What would you like to sell?
Just summon 8-bit Ghost on the Decorabia. There are other opportunities to farm that shovel, dude. So
Yeah.
he's gonna
I mean,
just
once
skip
he
out on
drops
that.
down, he's stuck here for it. Until he finds a warp or ways down.
That is completely true.
Or he rides the chair back up.
Yeah, you
but-
can ride the chair back up. Keep going. I don't know what the goal was there. Just riding the
get-
chair, I guess.
Yeah, to get the goal.
He didn't have to ride it all the way up. That's what I'm
That's
getting
true.
at. Yeah. Oh! What? On the one chair that's down here? That's a nice hit. Okay,
Yeah,
we got our movement.
There's your movement.
Easy. Just
And-
kill a chair.
There's the deep sinker.
Yeah, using that deep sinker to good effect to come down here and check some of these deep sinker locked chests. Yep. It's a good chance to farm these shovel dudes now. That's a nice warp position, actually. Allows you a lot of flexibility without a route.
I mean, it's basically access to the middle of underground.
Mm-hmm. Ace working on the giant rat here. Trying to get that shard. Because he knows he needs some movement. And we know where some is. So it might be a little while until Ace gets there. But hey, there's the Carrot Boss. And he hits another one immediately.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ace is taking a different route to get to underground. This could just be a play to head down to farm up some of the shards and get to a warp, because there's a guaranteed warp on the Secret Sorcery Lab side of this underground. So he might do that. That's one option available to Ace, but then he still can't climb back up until he gets some movement.
And it looks like... Oh, and yep, BadmoonZ just got his Carrot Boss. So.
Nice.
Sit
Clean
there. Still did not buy that circuit. To me, the collect 2 of the circlets, since there's I think there's only 4. But just seeing one in shop, I would just buy it immediately.
I did see that Ace picked up a scale armor drop from the Archdemon there, so that's another big one. For that column 3, row 4. There's a good variety of shards in this area, so it's actually a pretty solid play from Ace, and it always ends in a warp. It's been forced to do that just to prevent soft locks. You can see invert kind of turning around the entire screen.
Finding the sword.
The Sword of Legends, Zangetsudo, which allows us to cut some blood moons and get into the endgame areas, Den of Behemoths and Glacial Tomb. So, very, very important find there for BadmoonZ and Underground. Very nice. And with invert, can technically chase into Den if he wants.
Oh yeah. So Darkus, our other tracker, is saying that Ace might actually miss that, since if he doesn't get movement down here, he won't be able to get to that location.
Right. He will have to delay that check if he doesn't have the invert.
More than anything else.
Right. There's Venom Mist.
His favorite shard. Resist ice.
That's good. Couple more chests here. There's a gun. Culverin.
That's a better gun.
It's a pretty good gun. Yeah. And kind of stonewalled there by the
wall.
The wall. Yeah, literally. The stone wall. So BadmoonZ also has like a considerable number of routing options. Can go up the upper cathedral side, which maybe it looks like he's doing. Can also elect to go to like through the garden and up through tower. Could do the tower area. Could do the Hall of Termination, upper library, like all that section. It's kind of like the left side of the map versus the right side of the map. Looks like BadmoonZ is doing the left side first, which honestly makes a lot of sense. Because you can route that cleanly into Hall of Termination and library.
Here we go. Craftwork with a gun.
Okay. Well, maybe Ace is pondering his next move, so he's just going to go ahead and take out Craftwork now. Looks like he's got a gun and some ammunition to go with it. Or no, he doesn't have any ammo.
Yeah, he had some.
Oh, he had some. Okay, nice. Not a lot.
It's not a lot.
That's okay. I mean, this is still doing like 20 damage a pop. Craftwork doesn't have that much health. Yeah. And here we are in Upper Cathedral for BadmoonZ. Play that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Especially with Void Ray, which allows you to kill all these enemies very quickly.
There.
Good fight.
Yeah.
From Ace. Taking out Craftwork. Still has to find that movement, though. BadmoonZ kind of in the driver's seat there.
Oh, dagger. And, oh, no, it's kick. Never mind. I thought it was whip. I missed. I'm assuming that he had 3 resists. 4 resists, at least.
Yeah, he's getting there.
Yeah. I thought whip expertise was the one that carried dagger, but nope.
Now you're seeing the downside of invert. In order to open any of these chests, you have to be right side up. So every time you want to go up, you have to use invert twice, and there's a big animation associated with each one. So you want your movement to be really crisp and clean, and you want to be able to climb without using invert as much as possible. Okay, Ace looks to be maybe cleaning up the rest of the worth here. Maybe gonna do the piano while he's in the area.
Just gotta equip it first. That's the wrong goal. That's where yours was this morning. But Ace is probably gonna go through the other underground area.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, this is fine. I'm not sure if there's any shards he skipped in tower or library, so those might be ones on his mind. Looks like he's farming something here. Maybe the Cyraith, maybe the Ordog.
Nope, the Simian, which doesn't have a shard.
True.
Check that.
I'm sure he will after like 10 or 20 attempts. And be like, "Where's my shard? Come on." And he'll figure it out. There's directed shield. I think that was malediction, maybe?
Directed shield and heretical. Something in Upper Cathedral. I don't think maledictions are that far down. Oh, wait. Maybe it was a one shot.
I mean, it could be the light elemental, but it looked like it was the malediction.
I need to Yeah. Light. Okay. It was not the light elemental. It was not directed shield. Okay.
It was not directed shield?
No. No. The light elemental.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so if Ace is diligent here and gets this chair shard, he'll be in good shape to hopefully be on path to find Zangetsuto, but he could elect not to do that area. That's another option. He decides that invert's good enough and he can go do other things.
I mean,
BadmoonZ's taking on Bloodless now. Pretty tough boss here, but again, Jeebles and these shards will make it free.
He could also use Bloodstained and get rid of all her blood. So she
sure did.
So she doesn't heal back up.
But that spray attack just puts blood on like everything, so he needs to beat her to the punch. It looks like he kind of missed a little bit there.
But enough that it's not.
Yeah. I mean, Throw Spear is so good in this fight because it double hits in some cases if you can land it at her feet. Tepsos is a pretty good shard. Lightning Shard. I don't think it beats out Void Ray, but it's a good one.
Okay, now will Ace...
Oh, you can see he's not happy about that, but he might get bailed out here.
Just hit it. Okay, well he's gonna ride the chair.
That's
he's
true.
Gonna
he
ride the chair
back up. Yeah. There it is. Bailed out immediately.
And
the sadness just went to happiness immediately. Just sit, bro. Just sit.
Yeah, that was joy.
That is an amazing moment in this race. What the heck?
So BadmoonZ and alternation. So even with invert, they have everywhere to go except train.
Yeah, they even have Craftwork and Gale Crawler to get into Oriental if they so choose. Yeah, train is blocked by an item called Silver Bromide that they may be looking out for. We'll see if Ace goes up here. It looks like he might be, so that'll be good for him to find Zangetsuto. Very clean path, clean routing. Yep. This is why I'm glad we have our players on camera here. You can just see the pog moments. I don't know. I feel like BadmoonZ might consider the Den play here. With this kind of DPS, it could be a strong gamble. I don't even know if it's a gamble.
Someone's saying, okay. It's hard. Like, what does going to Den do for you?
It's a lot of shards. Shard from a Demon Lord. You can do that while you're there. I mean, I agree. It's a tougher part of the game, but
there's the item for the Valkyries, guys.
Nice.
Aces. Did he already get Zangetsuto?
I hope so.
Darkest?
There's the X Shovel Armor, which I think he already had. But yeah, BadmoonZ is fighting Jeeble. You're not really supposed to kill Jeeble here. You're supposed to cut this Blood Moon once it turns red. Otherwise, you actually game over and lose the game. So.
Okay, so he did find Zane.
Yeah, and that may be a big incentive to go up here and potentially just leave the underground until later.
True. No way to get into secret.
Oh, they can get into secret sorcery. They just have to go the long way.
Oh yeah. Okay.
They can go from Inferno.
Yeah, I meant the way that Ace was.
Right.
Vanilla way.
Okay, Ace is making a meme play here, I think, and going to this Forgotten Entrance area.
I mean, it's paid off in I think the last 2 races. So.
Yeah. Definitely not bad. I'd definitely be using Throw Spear though, like almost 100% of the time here.
Yeah. I think once you get Jables and like a good DPS, what is a weapon? Oh,
What is this?
oh,
What? That was so free. Psywraith, high jump. What? I can't believe neither of them have hit that. They fought so many Psywraiths so far.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god. Is this actually happening right now?
But your Aegis plate on.
Oh, okay. He's putting the Aegis plate on. Okay, good. Is he actually, like, committing to Oriental Sorcery Lab right now?
I hope not.
He could be feeling behind because he, like, got Jeebles late. He got Void Ray late.
Yeah. He got okay.
Actually,
by Warlock, he got something good and forgotten. So
that's true. Okay, he's just gonna weigh Stone out. Interesting. I would have at least checked the room up there.
I would have.
I would have even checked like some of the chests in the early part of Oriental.
Yeah,
I
would have at least checked the warp save.
Yeah. Then you can weigh Stone out, no problem. Then maybe you don't even have to waste a weigh Stone.
Exactly.
Maybe he's concerned about, I don't know, dying or something.
Yeah.
What are we transmuting this time?
BadmoonZ going for that gunfight against this Abyssal Dragon. Good choice. It's a pretty low HP boss.
It's higher than you think. With doing 25 damage, I think it has. Darkness is 3k health, so doing 20. Average 30.
Yeah, maybe he didn't bring enough ammo. Okay.
Oh, okay.
He's got to read on the the HP of the enemy by using those gauge glasses. That's kind of funny. But that damage is pretty bad. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was the basic. That was the infinite. Yeah. Detective's eye. So I want to say Ace is looking for daggers and scarves.
Yeah, after having crafted Alcahest, it's a pretty logical play. You want to see what's possible and what you might need, so that you can know when you're basically in go mode. But the only downside of this is you might just hit some of that stuff along the way.
True.
So like you could just like wait until you're done clearing some big areas of the game and then come and do this. So I see two sides to the coin here.
Yeah. I mean, one, you're finding shards. Two, you're getting map tiles for the map completion. You're finding health for the health goal.
Exactly. You might get some great swords and chests off drops, whatever. Like, you don't need to rush and do those objectives immediately.
Right. Remember, Spiral Sword is a great sword.
True.
What would you like to sell? Is it all? Thank you. There you are.
BadmoonZ trying to get this Tomoko death. Not having it. This upper cathedral area is also another opportunity for BadmoonZ to hit that high jump shard.
That's true.
There is a room with a spook. Another resist.
Yeah, that's another resist. That's 5.
Yeah, it was malediction with directed
okay.
shield there. There we go. Okay, that's important for the card. It looks like that row 2 is going to be pretty free here.
Mm-hmm.
That's
3 elementals, the light, the dark. No, the light, the thunder, and then whenever they go down.
Or they could go to Icy Tomb.
Yeah.
Get the Demon Lord shard and the Ice
that's-
Elemental, and just knock that whole row out if they wanted to. We know where Bone Toss is. I'm not sure if Ace has that or not, but
I don't
Ace has returned to the ship, interestingly. I'm a little surprised by this play.
I'm blanking on where Bone Toss is.
Does he not have, like, SEMA or something? Or is he just trying to spike something here?
Might be just trying to spike something. Because there are at least 5 items you can't reach when you first go through the ship without movement.
Yeah, for sure. He's about to get this one. You really need specific movement for this one, too. There's an equipment book. There's that invert off the chair again.
Yep.
I think BadmoonZ is just scouting this location. Can't actually get that item.
Oh, money's power off the dragon. I missed that.
Okay. Just need pickpocket for that objective. And here's the Psywraith. We'll see if BadmoonZ decides to farm it up.
Nope.
Not doing it.
He has movement. Oh, I guess you still need the movement tile.
Yeah, I mean, but high jump is also just the fastest
Yeah.
shard in the game for movement. It is the best.
Yeah.
It is the thing you want. So kind of unfortunate missing that, but
There's the dead
we'll see.
item for admin, so
Okay, nice. That DPS is going to go up substantially. And Ace is going to have a much easier time getting through this cathedral.
yeah. That's true.
Like, the number of inverts is considerably different. Like,
Yeah. Also, Warlock saying that he might have just think he already has the Psywraith shard.
it's certainly possible.
Always look at the list.
Yeah. But it might be like he's already written it off, so it's like, I already checked the list, it's already done, you know?
Oh, that's true. And then he knows that everything has a shard, so everything.
True.
Oh, 3 gambler strings found.
Gambling it up. Might as well. So it looks like top left, bottom right is also going to be a free bingo for these guys, I would say.
BadmoonZ just needs to buy that circlet.
Yeah, I think he knows. It's just
Yeah.
whenever he wants to, he can. Thinking maybe, you know, they want to hit Hellhound because they're gonna get a lot of DPS. So if they manage to find Hellhound, then bottom left to top right will be
Thank you.
pretty easy too. Oh yeah, there's the
He just-
circlet.
He just buy. Okay,
And
yeah.
Ace did just pick up directed shield, so that's a good catch for Ace.
Shields. Cool.
Oh, I just thought about it. Like there was another Cyrath there in Upper Cathedral. It's just like
Yeah. So
BadmoonZ has just missed
he's just been on
that so many times.
Skull necklace. It's good. Doubles your magic damage with G. Oh no. It doubles your magic damage and doubles the amount of mana it consumes.
I don't think it doubles your damage, but it's significant.
It increases.
Yeah, it's like 1.5, 1.6x or something like that.
Yeah.
But it does like double the mana cost. It's significantly higher. But hey, Jeebel's glasses free. So their damage numbers are going to go up considerably. Which honestly, they're really high already.
Oh, that was the blue shirt, I think.
I think he's like, I don't need any blue shards in the game. I'm just not even gonna bother checking.
I'm curious. Was Master 3 Techniques taken out?
No,
Oh, really? I haven't seen it at all.
I think it was on one of the cards that I played. I think against BadmoonZ, I want to say.
Bellahammer, Wolfhood. Huh. Guess I just missed those races. It still only has 3 stars.
Kind of sad that Ace isn't using Throw Spear here. It's a big wasted opportunity for a lot of these enemies. Does a lot of damage.
Maybe he's not using it because it'll produce blood.
That's fair. I mean, you do have Bloodsteal.
Yeah.
But like, look at all the blood on the wall anyways.
Yeah, I mean,
And Throw Spear does enough damage that like you could just skip phase 2 sometimes.
I think he's doing 89 damage, so
It's fine. I'm not saying it's bad, but it could be faster. Okay, we got BadmoonZ jumping in some Iron Maidens now. Maybe committing to the Orient. I want to see if he commits. Be interesting if anybody commits. Seems some backdash canceling tech here because doesn't want to switch back to accelerator.
Okay, I have a question. Per the rules, for defeat a boss, you only need to do 75% damage. Correct?
Yes.
Did BadmoonZ do 75% damage to the dragon and then just kill it?
I don't think so. But maybe.
I'm gonna
he was at like 750 out of...
Yeah.
Maybe. That's possible.
I'm looking it up.
It might be really close. And I don't know if his familiar did any damage, if that was on. But here we are in Oriental Sorcery. Augment Mind. Oriental Sorcery definitely is a scary part of the game. There is an opportunity for BadmoonZ to hit more Cyrates up here coming up.
True.
There's Chisel.
Okay.
We saw BadmoonZ pick that up.
The dragon has 1400 health.
I knew it wasn't that high. Yeah, there's no way.
Okay.
Kill. Hey, there's the skull necklace. He's shaking his head. He's like, I just bought that. But he's skipping all the Cyrath kills, so that's a sad assumption. And there's the Gushin farm. Ace just catching up on some of these shards here in Hall. BadmoonZ's already achieved. These guys have routed pretty similarly, honestly. Pretty cool.
BadmoonZ's winning all 3 of the Iron Maidens, correct?
Yep, sure did.
I don't think he has it marked on.
He might just not have done it yet.
Oh,
This
no.
game
Oh, he
moves
doesn't
quickly.
know he has int.
Interesting. Interesting. I think he probably knows he can. Like, maybe he hasn't eaten his food. I don't know.
Oh, no. I looked it up. He has it.
Okay.
He himself has not marked it off.
I mean, when it gets to end game and he's like, why don't I have that tile? He'll be like, oh. He'll just, like, pause.
Yeah. It's always sad when someone doesn't see that they have something that's obvious. But BadmoonZ is heading.
Yeah, I mean, BadmoonZ's still moving through the game fine. Like, he has Jeebles, and Throw Spear is certainly helping. Okay, he hit something there. Apparently nothing he cares about.
But he didn't get it, so it doesn't count.
Right. That's fine. I think we have the Carpenter key. I don't know if I want
There's no reason
it. I mean,
to
it has
fight
a
him
shard.
right now.
It's a shard.
That's a shard, but... Oh, regenerate. There you go.
That's
Just
it.
immediately hit.
Yeah, with invert in hand, that Carpenter fight is kind of free, but it's still slow.
Yeah.
So it might be more. He's like, well, I have a whole game to play right now. I don't know if I want to waste time on a tough Carpenter fight. Probably one of the toughest bosses in the game. Has one of the most highest HP pools too. I think he's really hoping for a warp up here. There it is.
Yay.
It's really good for him. Okay, back in the garden, going underground or tower, I imagine. Another opportunity to hit Cyrates.
Oh no, he's getting the Caraboss.
Okay, well, then we'll have to see where he goes from there.
Oh, but he has money as power on. Indicated by the Sims looking thing above his head.
Okay, Ace going to go clean up Jeeble. We saw BadmoonZ do this already. Then
Oh, no.
could make a play into 8-bit. Or head over to Den or whatever.
Just letting the song go.
Next time, oh,
It's too long. That'll cost too much time. This could be Den.
True.
Which
That
is
way.
really unfortunate not having high jump going into the Den. It's a lot of map completion. It's a shard.
Wait, he had no item?
Demon Lord. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Defeat Sabnock and Marbus is on the card. 3 elementals. It's a good play. It's just unfortunate that he doesn't have high jump. So we'll see if Ace ends up catching up or whatnot. But Ace is doing other things right now. So this is Den of Behemoths. All the enemies are enormous and have a ton of health. And
Actually, only the base, like the ones you see early on. So the toad, the mocoweed, they all have unique shards, which is not the vanilla game.
yeah, in vanilla they have the same shard actually, and the randomizer has changed it up so they have unique shards. Wow, these hits.
Gold bullet? That's not helpful.
Nope, but the sealed breastplate is helpful.
Oh,
That was a good hit.
I think he still needs iron and shovel armor.
I think he maybe got the shovel armor and knows where it is.
He knows where it is. I just don't think he got it.
Got it.
I'll go with this.
He's hitting some of these hard to get shards quickly, like Silver Wolf Man and Chariot Viewer. That's really good. So this is the demon list that Ace is pouring through. You can kind of identify which enemies you may not have gotten yet. So definitely good checks.
Which
So
means
cleanup.
he still doesn't know that Sumi doesn't have it.
Did you not check when he was farming it?
I don't think so. Or he could be... Oh, there's just curses.
And there's Sabnock and Marvis for BadmoonZ.
I think Ace only has 5 resists. Oh. Thank you. Why did I click that? It's been a day.
It's fine.
I don't know. Sharkist. Welcome, company. So it looks like BadmoonZ is going to a Harrier race.
Correct.
Said Harriet.
Yep. Yeah. Just have to win a race against this guy, and then he'll give you a random shard.
And drops.
True.
Which is
Usually not worth waiting for.
It's not vanilla either. Pretty slow with it. No, well, they have accelerator. Never mind, it's not slow at all.
Yeah. Accelerator makes this free. Also, Aegis Plate helps a lot. You can see him blocking one of the hits.
Oh, he got the Archer familiar. That's the best familiar.
DLC content, yeah. It got added to the game pretty late in the development cycle. I guess it was like an iteration of the development cycle for the game. This Den play has a lot of potential, but it doesn't look like it's paid off too much. There are still a handful of unique shards, though. Ace might be checking on resists here.
Yeah.
Looks like he's got them. It's good
Yeah,
to go.
he's got 6.
Very nice. on the path of that top left to bottom right. Pretty free. I think after this upper library, we might see Ace make his way to Den. And that's where he's going to be able to make up a decent amount of ground with that high jump. But maybe he hasn't identified the throw spear DPS option.
Oh, there's double jump.
Okay, so we know where all 3 pieces of the puzzle are for column 1, row 4. Which actually will make that column a nice bingo option.
Yeah, health is free.
Generally speaking, yes. You just have to keep opening chests and get HP
Actually,
ups.
I think 1100 is actually. Oh no, you can get 2000. Ignore me. Oh, there's Ace's money power.
Very nice.
Power. Yeah, 1100 is still in the high amount of health for in the game. It caps you at around that 1300.
BadmoonZ now approaching the boss of Den of Behemoths, Valafar, who steals all your money and is pretty tough fight, actually. Fortunately, we have Invert and Aegis Plate, which kind of trivializes the fight, so we might see that used here. In addition,
I'll go with this.
we will be able to, based on like the amount of money you have, like he has 2 phases of the fight, so he basically steals all your money in the second half of the fight, and so if you have low amount of money, you can just like bop him real quick. With the amount of damage we have, I think we're gonna be fine either way.
Yeah.
The health caps at like 10,000 or something like that. So if you have 10,000 gold, you'll get 10,000 health.
It's a chest. You have to open it.
I mean, it was HP up. That's actually good
Yeah.
for the card. And there's the invert. Gonna use this throw spear. And immediately gets caught by Valafar, which will uninvert you immediately and do a ton of damage. It's a lot of damage. Also has to watch the health here. Valafar does a ton of damage. It's a lot.
Yeah, but he's dead.
Well, first phase down.
First phase.
So we'll see how much... that's a lot of money. I guess that's why he's using money as power. But that means you gotta get through another 10k HP.
Don't you actually lose all your money, but then gain it back after you defeat him?
Yeah, you gain actually like a multiplier back. I think it's like 1.1 or 1.2 or something. Maybe I couldn't really see the amount of money he had. But he killed him quickly. It was good.
Yeah.
Throw spear does a lot of damage. Despite not having high jump, BadmoonZ is making pretty quick work of Den here.
Yeah.
And hitting that double jump will really help throughout the rest of the game, too.
Just doesn't help here.
I mean, it still kind of does. Helps with movement.
I think Ace is going to go to upper tower. Now he has high jump.
So maybe a curious play. It's not terrible because we're still looking for like some items, but
I think
Den is really strong. Maybe he's thinking more towards the I don't have any other good damage other than this Void Ray.
yeah. I think BadmoonZ has the 6 resists. Because there's a resist shard on the giant mort.
Oh, and there's another scarf for Ace. The flame scarf, so
Oh,
that's
nice.
4.
Oh, that's an upper, so BadmoonZ doesn't have that.
Yeah, but I mean, with Alcahest, we should be able to get the last one easily. There's a 5th scarf immediately. That might have actually been one they already had. Tattered. I think he got that in the quest.
Yeah, because they had buried the original Tisra.
Zion, the other beam shard on the poison frogs there. It's a nice hit, but Void Rate's just better.
Yes, Darkus. Ace showed us. Dark is asking about if Ace actually has 6 resists, which is true, because he literally showed us. And there's the resist from the Beaver armor in case Darkus was skeptical.
Ace doesn't have double hammerhead, so he's farming it here. It's not a bad play, just like spin to win here and analyze the card, figure out how you're closing this game out.
Acid Jet, he has his 2 favorite poison items.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, BadmoonZ not going to Glacial Tomb or Icy Tomb. Icy? Glacial.
It's Glacial Tomb.
Made of ice. Where he will get 2 objectives. We'll give him a bingo.
Could be more. We'll wait and find out.
Oh, he's already killed an ice elemental.
True. And he just needs to hit that shard from a demon lord. Was this the bone toss? Solano?
Maybe. No.
Nope. Shuriken, okay.
Mine
was
didn't.
bone toss?
I don't remember.
Maybe he already has it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or is this a shield dude?
Oh, there's another resist. Is that resist fire or ice?
Okay, he's farming the shield guy. This is a pretty good farm spot. And there it is.
Bone
Okay.
toss! Yeah, okay. Yeah, and it definitely looked like BadmoonZ had more than 6 resists.
So that definitely opens up the possibility of column 3 here, I'd say.
Oh, column 3. Yeah, the armors they can get from deconstructing. Did he get the demon launcher? I'm blind.
I was not watching.
I looked away for a second.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure he's going to do it, so if he continues farming him, then he doesn't have it.
Augment. He did not.
Alright, we're just going through this cutscene fight, basically. Valak, pretty free. Early game boss. You just have to wait for it to climb around the tower because it's already dead.
It's a croc fight.
Yeah, it's basically Crocomire from Super Metroid. It looks really intimidating and scary, but it's actually free.
Flame cannon.
Flame cannon. Weaker fire shard. Normally gives you Inferno Breath, which we already have.
Summon shard. Oh, this is a better room to farm the demon lion.
Yeah, for sure.
Demon Lords just have a lot of health that it's difficult to farm.
There's some opportunities in this room as well.
Yeah. There's 2 of them, so.
Not having very good luck.
Nope. Hitting the GX slider again. The nose glasses.
He's cleaning up the remainder of his items here. Looks like he's maybe on the path towards Den. He got another copy of Throw Spear. I hope he starts using it. It's gonna really speed up Den. Those enemies get like double hit. You take a lot of damage from that shard.
Come on, game.
Okay, Ace is just going underground. Okay.
There are a lot of.
Did he miss Z Sword? Like, is that what's happening here?
No,
he did Jeeble, right?
Yeah, he did Jeeble.
Okay.
Yeah, he cut Jeeble's moon when BadmoonZ cut the second Blood Moon.
Okay. I know he has all these shards, other than maybe Fornius and Scylla. He should really do this farm at the bottom of the room, in my opinion, but it's fine. That's actually not bad.
Or just activate invert. Maybe that's just the same thing.
Well, you get access to the clam, too.
There's another resist shard.
Hey, just hit.
Look at that Simi.
I can't believe BadmoonZ still hasn't hit the shard.
Oh,
I
there
just
it
had to
is.
say something.
Flamethrower.
Flamethrower. Flamethrower is actually a really good
Yes.
DPS shard for bosses. Also, we got our first bingo.
Unless they collected 2 berets.
I have not seen that. There's a Celeste key. Not too interesting.
No. Act Strike.
That's a decent amount of damage, too. But it's kind of slow.
I don't... Just gonna fight Gremory.
Yeah. You don't want to miss this while you're here. There's the flamethrower coming out. Probably want to invert here. The downside about flamethrower is it has a limited number of particles that can remain on the screen. So if they're flying in the air upwards without dissipating on the ground, then it like consumes those particles for you. So yeah, inverting here just actually helps a ton. Ace now in the desert. There's a lot of shards here, a lot of items. It's definitely a strong play. Plus we have the bone toss. Want to throw that living fossil bone. He might have actually been doing it while we were watching this Gremory fight.
I'm not sure. I don't think so. Summon Water Leaper. Don't think so. I don't remember him going into his menu to change the shards. So.
I mean, it could be that he doesn't really want to go for that bingo, but... Okay, he did bone toss on the fall. I mean, it's a quick thing. Sorry we missed that, but... I'm not surprised, because it's just a... It's a pretty easy objective.
I'll fuck that up.
Living Fossil. Draconic Rage. More scarves.
Did Ace get a shard from a demon one?
No, he is not.
That's that on his tracker.
Whoops. Maybe just misclick. We'll go based on what we see, not what they're tracking. Looks like BadmoonZ now maybe following suit. It's kind of the only area of the game we haven't seen, and that honestly he hasn't gone, which is really a big deal. There's a short sword in Desert. I think we found the Claymore earlier, maybe.
Not sure.
Those are objectives on the card. Just need to find the Kung Fu shoes and dagger, which would also help towards the dagger goal. Knife, not dagger.
Oh no. I think Ace either he misclicked or he thought Archdemon was Demon Lord.
He'll figure it out.
I hope.
Kind of surprised, like, we didn't find, like, Dimension Shift or Reflector Ray in, Den or Icy Tomb. Like, where are those shards? I guess they're just hiding in Inferno. Reflective Ray is craftable. Ugh. Oh, there's Heretical Grinder.
Okay, that is...
That's an objective for Ace there. That definitely opens up the possibility of row 3. That looks free, actually. Ace may be calculating. Maybe I have what it takes to close this out right now.
Oh, yeah, no, he 100% misclicked.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. We're not tracking Ace's card. We're tracking our
Yeah,
card.
I know. Just a secondary thing. Thank you, Doug.
Tis Rave. Getting shards quickly. Look at these.
Pickpocket?
Okay. What does that do for us? It could open up column 2. That's like a scary column full of items.
I mean...
But it's doable with deconstructs potentially.
Oh, wait. No, Ace hit money is power. No, I wrote it down. Ace
Yeah,
hit
he
money
did.
is power. Yeah, yeah.
I remember seeing it.
Yeah.
So in Ace's position, let's see.
Ace could do row 1 if he finds Hellhound.
Yeah. I'm just thinking of with what he has. Like, I think top left, bottom right is gonna be possible.
Yes.
Row 2, certainly. BadmoonZ already has. So that's 2 bingos. Column 2 might be some work, but is doable.
Row 3...
Yeah, row 3 is now in play, I think, and column 3 might be in play. So it could be a like an item go mode, but it could be kind of tricky figuring out where all that stuff is and doing all the deconstructs. So it could actually be go mode, and so I would, if there's a warp here, I would leave immediately and go to Den. And that's not even considering like the double jump that we know about. He could hit that, and then he could get another bingo for free. Column 1.
Yeah. There's no fire elementals after. Or boss. Okay, he just killed him. Okay.
But BadmoonZ also in a pretty good position because he's gonna find that on path here. It's just that he doesn't have the high jump, so everything's just slower. But he's still moving through the game pretty fast. A lot of this area of the game is just like falling, so that helps a lot.
Oh, there's his scarf.
Yep, there was a scarf there, so no need to worry about the tower play. Which honestly, was
maybe for map completion.
Sure, that is true. Does help there, but he did like Den.
Oh,
He's
that's
probably
true.
got it. And I think he certainly will once he's done with this loop. This could be a really close finish between the two of these guys.
I think he has 1100. I think Ace is just. Nope, Ace. I think Ace.
BadmoonZ has 1100. I see that, but
I think they both have.
Ace
11.
just hit. Yeah.
1100.
Okay, nice.
So that high jump and that double jump for both of them seems pretty crucial right now.
It's not though. Like doing the analysis on the number of rows they can get. I mean, like it's obviously nice if they do that because then it'll just be free. But
yeah,
if they can just do item bingos, it'll. If they're able to basically do the helm objective and the armor objective, those are the things that I think are going to be difficult.
Yeah.
If they can do those with Alcahest, I think they're in a good go mode situation. Like there's the short sword for BadmoonZ, which is a big deal. If he does hit the what was it, heretical grinder on the macaron coming up here, he might start playing crafter.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I mean, kick expertise would be a big deal, for sure. That could speed things up considerably. Then maybe you ignore the armors and the daggers entirely. I think that's maybe what Ace is looking towards. Now, obviously, he wants double jump, but we know where that is. He's not getting it here. But that's like on path, so he might just hit it on his way down to killing a Demon Lord. I guess he can play Oriental instead for that, but it seems odd. That could be what he's thinking, like delay Den, just go to Oriental, get my Demon Lord there.
These BadmoonZ is vertical grinder.
Yeah, that's huge. He's already at 65% mem. I just saw it there, flash on the screen for a second.
So that's 2 bingos.
He was like
there's
barely
dimension shift.
Okay.
What does that do?
I could unlock a bromide somewhere, I guess.
Oh yeah.
But I still don't. I don't know. I don't know if you need that to finish this out.
So what is? What does BadmoonZ need?
Items, I want to say.
The daggers, the armors. I'll give him another bingo.
I mean, BadmoonZ already has 2 bingos. He can get berets for a 3rd bingo for free, basically. Then could do column 2. It's annoying, but you can do column 2 and column 3.
He doesn't have pickpocket.
Oh, right. Okay, so he's not in a position to close this out. He needs Cywraith, Hellhound, or double jump. Oh no, or Cywraith is high jump. Yeah.
Cywraith.
Hellhound or maybe that's it. Maybe those are the things we're really looking for. I guess kick expertise could do it.
That's a steel breastplate. He has scale. He has that. Oh, he has a steel, but he needs an iron breastplate.
Right. Yeah, he's close. Oh, there's a steel one. I saw a deconstruct for it.
Yeah, he has a steel. He
Oh,
already
okay.
has a steel.
Okay, he needs iron. Got it. He's actually switching to Tisserozine. Okay, well there's the bromide. But yeah, switching to Tisserozine's good in this area of the game because the enemies are, especially that Dark Elemental, is strong against the Dark attack, so Void Ray doesn't work very well.
Accelerator.
Okay. I mean, he could look up the drop table to try to find that iron breastplate. It's a drop. All those chest plates or chest armors are drops. And there are ways to determine which enemies they are by looking in your menu. There's some puzzling. Ace is like only has 2 of the armors, so I don't know how deep he's gonna go, but he might be looking now. This might be a craft for the finish. There's a beret there. That's 2 berets. For Ace. There's a beret on the quest.
Oh, the cute beret.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that was beret.
That's cool.
What are we transmuting this time?
Oh, he could have crafted it from the flame mail immediately. Rip.
I'll go with this. I'll go with this.
Okay, BadmoonZ is going to Inferno. And then I imagine he's going to Secret Sorcery. Guess what enemies are in Secret Sorcery?
Cywraith.
The Cywraith of Legend. Can't wait. That could be like a timer basically ticking on Ace.
What, the double jump?
If he hit double jump versus high jump, who hits first? But I think Ace is trying to close things out with items, but it's not working out very well.
No.
There's so many shards in Den, and you know you can get the Demon Lord there. It's like feels kind of right. There's also a lot of checks, but you could just play Oriental and believe.
Is this what leisure doing business?
But I like what he's doing. At least get like the objectives for now
Yeah.
that you know you can. That feel like the ones that matter.
What would you like to buy?
Really interesting that Hellhound hasn't showed up. That's another one.
Oh, thank you.
Looks like Ace bought his favorite dagger, the Mandau Pasir.
Oh, what would you
No.
like to buy?
But that's only 3, I believe.
Yeah. He also has access to Alcahest, so should be able to just like deconstruct, I would think. Okay, Ace now in library. What's going on here?
Pass plate.
Pass play. Okay, going to train. Trying to dodge Den. Could work out if he hits Hellhound.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good place for Hellhound to be at this point based on what we know.
And there's BadmoonZ pickpocket.
Okay, that's a big deal. Now we can consider the column 2 play.
Mm-hmm.
You can't warp out of here. You'd have to Waystone out, so he might keep going.
Where's Ace go? Oh no, he's just going to train. It's his fastest way to train.
Yeah. Just going down a train. There's a lot of new enemies. We'll see. It's honestly like the last pocket of major enemies available.
Mm-hmm.
For him, he still has Den, of course. So it's a large amount of enemies too. Okay, so we're looking for that Hellhound here on train. There's really nothing else. No, oh, we can get kick expertise as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's really all we're looking for. There's a sea urchin drop, which I believe Duller Hammer Helm is in that drop table.
Is it? No, I don't think it is.
Is it not?
No, I think it's only in 1 drop, and it's on the cat. Oh, it is
Oh.
the same drop?
I thought it was the same drop table. Oh, he should pick that up.
He might already have a Dullahan.
That's possible. I mean, if he deconstructed or found it somewhere else. In shop or whatever. BadmoonZ using Void Ray on the Dark Elemental. Not a good time. There's Dimension Shift. Okay,
But
let's see
now-
this. Let's see this high jump in the Cyraith hallway. Oh my god. I don't know how I would feel in that position. Maybe pretty good because you're almost there. Oh my god. There it is. Oh no. But
So
actually, there's a ribbon drop. Nice.
Okay.
I mean, BadmoonZ is almost there. Like, he just hit the column 1.
Yeah.
And I think he gets the tunic on path here. So if he turns that in, he may not turn that in. I don't know. I mean, I'd be upset too if I found high jump.
Yeah.
Almost 2 hours into the scene. Here comes the flamethrower. It's good DPS. Alright, but Ace is in the underground sorcery lab, and this has a lot of new shards. So this could be a game changer.
Oh, there's BadmoonZ Silver Bromide, so
Yep.
he might go.
I mean, he doesn't really have a choice, unless he's, like, just not gonna go. I guess that's the choice. Okay, there's a convenient warp there. And a waystone right in front of it. Make you feel extra special. There's Warhorse Key.
Oh, there's the Claymore.
Okay. Okay, we hadn't seen that. But do we have Kung Fu and stuff?
I don't think so.
Yeah. I think I saw one in Deconstruct. But I don't know if the Knife is available. But it was, like, very fast in passing. Looks like BadmoonZ looking at great swords here. To try to get that column 2.
Yeah. 9 great swords is still a lot.
It's not bad. Sometimes they're just, like, available in
Oh,
shop.
there's Summon Hellhound.
There it is. Okay. That's a big deal. That'll help in Den too, if he decides to go. I don't know if he needs to. Let's see. Great swords will give him another bingo, because he knows he can do the shard from a demon lord in a couple different ways, and then he could go for daggers. So he could get row 2, row 3. Row 1, row 2, row 3, bottom left, top right, top left, bottom right. Just close things out that way. And he could also hit double jump along the way for a...
Yeah,
for a
if he
bingo.
hit... I mean... I don't see.
Here's what I've...
So, what'll it be?
Which means you probably want to do your great swords now, potentially. I guess you can probably waystone back, but... There's a Durandal craftable. Get started early. Looks like BadmoonZ is playing Train,
Yeah.
which means Hellhound on the way, but it's still a good, I don't know, 5 minutes.
I'll go with this.
It looks like he kind of just doesn't want to deal with all the crafting stuff, which makes sense. That could also take 5 minutes. So
I'll go with this.
hitting Hellhound just opens up a lot more good options.
So, what'll it be?
Oh, there's an iron breastplate.
Oh, okay, that's a big deal. That's a game changer. Because I think steel was available in a lot of drops options, or a lot of deconstruct options.
Yeah, he has it.
He's got all 4. Okay, how's he doing on daggers? That's the next check. There it is.
Is that 4 daggers?
Yeah.
So yeah, Ace just needs to go to Den, and he's got his. He just needs the map, the Marbus, and the Demon Lord shard.
Yeah. He might have the map. I'm not sure. But he's probably close.
Now, does he?
There's no way you farm anything. You just go to the objectives and you win.
Yeah. No, I'm still worried about the Demon Lord shard. We'll find out.
Curse you.
Oh, okay, he remembered. Good job, Ace. Okay, he's gonna get his Marbus. He has map completion. I think he has like.
Yeah, so he's got 66.9%.
He's happy, and then
He doesn't have a 5th bingo.
yeah, he thinks he does. Just wait for it. He'll react. Yeah, there you go. He does not, because he misclicked his Demon Lord.
Oh no. And BadmoonZ is going through here. About to hit that summon Hellhound.
But I don't think that's enough.
I don't think it's enough, but I mean, it could take a while to farm that Demon Lord.
Yeah.
I don't know why I picked up the Musketoon, but hey, sometimes you need a Musketoon. He could also hit this double jump on the way.
That too.
That was on Toad, right?
Yeah, that was on Giant Toad. But I think he's just gonna. I don't know. Could happen.
I don't know if I've seen an undone in a race before, but it's just
that happens with bingos if you realize that you didn't get something.
Yeah.
Well, is
BadmoonZ alcahesting? I guess that's what he's doing. He's hitting like all the other shards that aren't the Toad.
Yeah, except the frog.
One more chance. Believe.
Nope. Actually, no. There's a lot down here, but he's not.
There are, but he's not gonna do it. Yeah, exactly. There was one that was in his way, but he's just gonna go for the Demon Lord. What is this? Yeah, get to a Demon Lord right now. This is a good room to farm.
Yeah, with like Hellhound. Oh, BadmoonZ finally crafting his alcohol.
Nice.
Yep, and there it is.
There it is. There's the shard off the Demon Lord to close out the Cinco Bingo. Looks like Ace is counting this time, but managed to get there correctly. Congratulations to Ace on a well-fought battle. GG.
And remembering he didn't hit Demon Lord.
Yeah.
You actually have it. I do not have permission.
But BadmoonZ is close.
He's
It's just really unfortunate that he went through the whole game without high jump.
yeah.
Basically, and then found it. He knows what happened. He understands the reason. And honestly, despite that, he's gotten real close.
Hello.
And, hey, it's Ace.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got you loud and clear. GG.
Thanks. That was a weird finish. I panicked because I literally never once read the tile that said collect a shard from a Demon Lord. Somehow it got clicked early by mistake.
So I looked in your VOD when you did your Iron Maidens. You clicked it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't remember reading it before or after that even. Like, sometimes that'll happen where like a tile will slip through that I look at it quick. I don't even know that it's on there, and later be like, oh yeah, that's a thing. Maybe I should look for that. But since it was checked, I obviously didn't worry about it. That makes sense. I mean, I did that. I misclicked on that when I got Heretical Grinder and Directed Shield. I misclicked on the Elementals, and I was like, well, I'm about to do that next anyway, so I'll just leave that one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm so glad that was something I could actually do, because I like was 100% convinced once I got the breastplates figured out that I was, go mode,
Mhm.
and then I wasn't. But then I was again, because like, oh, I can just go get a Demon Lord. That's fine.
It's good that you realized that.
Yeah,
Because we were like,
then,
yeah.
unfortunate.
But
I wouldn't have
Yeah.
been surprised if that happened to me in a race, because like it's kind of easy to do, like you think you got something you didn't because you miscounted or misread a tile or whatever, but
Yeah.
I'm good.
So how'd you feel about kind of going through the early game with like no movement?
I felt okay. It was so weird. Like I felt good about hitting like Craftwork like first try, and then I got what else did I hit something else that was like kind of good early on. It was like, that's interesting. But I dodged the high jump and the invert. Well, no, the invert was early.
You got
right?
bailed. You got bailed out on it.
The chair. That was so fun. I laughed so hard. Because I messed up, like, I guess if you use accelerator while you're sitting in the chair, it like messes up its trajectory. Because I was trying to ride it back up to the top to get the chests I missed because I fell down by mistake. And then when I like damaged the chair and it fell down the bottom, I was like, no, I can't get those chests. It's like two things that, like, what if Jeebles was there? What if, Zangetsudo, like, anything? Like, I was
Wait,
early
you
on.
had Jeebles by then.
Did I have Jeebles? Maybe I did.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
have Zangetsudo, and I didn't have, like,
That is
the
true.
Kung Fu shoes and short sword. And there was a lot of items I still needed, and it was like, I didn't have bromide. Like, it's like, no, I really want those chests. And then I got the shard drop from the chair.
Yeah, we saw
I'll go
the
back up.
expressions on your face just like change from devastated to like pog. Like,
Yeah. Well,
immediately.
because like you
Yeah.
can't go back if you don't have invert. Like even if you reset the room to get the chair back where it goes, like you can't get to it, so you're just stuck down there.
Yep.
I was like, I was worried about that too with like the chest in Inferno too. I hit Dimension Shift right after I left, and I was like, man, if I leave like one chest somewhere and it's like that's the bromide and that's what caused me the race, I'm gonna feel so bad. Like I can't lose like that. It was the same thing with the chair situation. It was almost one of those like, what if that's the item? And it would have haunted me the whole race. But
Yeah.
I got held out.
You definitely got bailed out. It was pretty amazing to see.
Craft the cute beret!
Yeah, it's literally
Oh
there.
no, did BadmoonZ not see that? There's a beret that dismantled too. If he's looking for berets,
Oh,
there was
maybe you already
one-
dismantled the beret.
There was the red one, whatever one that one's called. I forget
Yeah.
the names of them,
Beast Beret, I think.
but- well, no, the Beast Beret is one we had. It was
There's
Are they
like
both
red.
red?
There's like red something beret.
There's one that's redder than the other.
yeah, the Beret of Bravery was the one
Oh,
that's
that's-
dismantleable. That I saw that early, but it was like 9 Alcahest. I kept trying to like decide when to pull the trigger on like actually dismantling and getting stuff. Mostly those armors. Those armors were. I laughed at the fact that the Boreal Rime boots that I just happened to get lucky on that quest that I hit on the way. The Boreal Rime boots dismantled for the armor that I couldn't find.
Mhm.
The
Iron one.
breastplate, yeah, because the steel breastplate was findable.
It was everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, you craft it or dismantle it, and I was like trying to do both at the same time, and then realized that that was the same armor.
It was really fortunate because I know BadmoonZ I think got 3 of the drops, like not deconstruct. Like he got 3 of this drops
okay.
naturally, and so was looking for the iron breastplate. It just couldn't make it happen.
Yeah, I took the opportunity at the end of like the train, like that cutscene where you kind of have to wait for the shard, and that's kind of a long loading time.
Yeah.
I was on my phone looking up like, where do I get the iron breastplate? Because I thought that it'd be from an enemy drop that dropped iron, but it isn't. It's from an enemy that drops steel,
Steel. Yep.
which is
Very
completely-
counterintuitive. Yeah.
So, because I saw the iron drops and the assassin had one, which is why I really wanted the bromide to like, okay, I'll farm the assassin. That's got to be the iron breastplate, because it's the only enemy that drops iron that I don't, have the drop table figured out for already. But then it gave me a sea urchin, and I was like, that's the Dullahammer drop.
It sure is.
But yeah, I felt okay early on, I guess, just like having craft work. It was obviously a really aggressive play to just go OD so early, but to actually answer your question, I felt okay about it. I mean, you can get through the bottom of that without high jump and double jump and invert. Like,
Do you want to know where double jump is?
I kind of do, yeah.
The giant toad.
Giant toad. Oh, okay.
And unfortunately,
That was well. We'll talk to BadmoonZ about his
BadmoonZ
experience.
forfeited.
Yeah.
Probably because he doesn't want to go through the next hour and a half to figure out crafting.
Yeah, there's a bunch of crafting stuff that's a little annoying.
Yeah, and some of these that seem like they might be easier weren't, like the great swords. Like, usually that one's pretty easy because there's so many, but you probably have to do a lot of dismantling and crafting. And
Hey,
Hey, it's
Hello.
BadmoonZ. GG.
GG. Good work, Ace.
GG, thanks. Yeah, sorry for the false finish. Hopefully that didn't like distract you or mess you up at all. I had accidentally clicked the collect a shard from a demon lord tile and didn't even realize like I clicked it. So I never even like read that. And
Oh,
then I
no
was-
worries. Yeah, no, we're good.
Yeah, I killed the Marbus and was like, oh wait, I didn't actually do all these things. Collect a shard from demon lords on the card? I guess I got to do that.
Yeah, the crafting did not work out for me.
That was unfortunate because
What specifically was
Ace got
holding
that
up?
iron breastplate from Deconstruct.
Yeah, I don't know, like that's basically what, like, I couldn't find a beret for the life of me. I assumed that one would be free.
Well, they
There's
both
one.
were
There's one
available.
craftable right now. Go look at the craft.
The
The cute beret.
one of them was dismantleable from something. I forget what it was, and then I just happened to stumble across the craftable one. So I was like, I guess I'll do that instead.
Oh, you see, it was highlighted in white, so I didn't read it.
There it is. Also, I think
Sounds about
I
right.
think Ace, you got yours from the Abigail quest.
Oh, that's right. It was
You
the
turned in a
that's
tunic,
smart.
and you turned in the ring, and it was
yeah, the
two-piece
ring. That's what
beret
it
as well.
was. And then I
Yeah.
immediately saw it in the crafting menu right after that, and it was like, oh, I guess there's one there too.
Yeah, I
Like-
saw you have a good chuckle about that.
I bought like 100,000 Alka or 100,000 gold worth of Alkahest, and it like didn't yield anything.
Dang,
It's just like, all right, I can get a dagger. I can get daggers and greatswords, right? I just need 2. It's like, no.
yeah, the great swords. I didn't even try to do that. Like, I only had like 3 in my inventory, and it didn't seem easy to get without spending a lot of money, like on Alkahest
Yeah.
and or.
I had 3. There was 3 in the shop. I took I got bromide late,
You both did.
and like instead of trying to figure out the crafter, I'm like, let's just run the train, hope it's a warp, and see if the shop just magically solves the problem. And it didn't.
There was also Hellhound and
Yeah,
Underground
Hellhound was
Sorcery.
basically my go mode, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't 100% sure I could get the daggers, but I was pretty sure. When I hit Hellhound, I was like, okay, that should be the top row. And I think I have a handle on this steel or iron breastplate.
Yeah. See,
Both
the
of them.
iron breastplate also didn't get me a bingo. Like, I had to get the daggers to make that happen.
Yeah, the daggers weren't too bad. The Manda Pasir was expensive, but I found 2 in chests fairly early, and then I dismantled the Pleiades that I was wearing the whole seed
Oh, nice.
to get a
I saw
dagger.
that. Yeah.
I was like, going to do this, and I was like, wait, I have a Valkyrie tiara. I can like get an ancient tiara if I want from something else. Like, there's no reason not to. I can replace it with something basically just as good
Mm-hmm.
for finishing up the movement.
So, I apologize if you already asked this, but Ace, how long did it take you to find high jump?
I was gonna get to this.
Oh, you had it late too?
He found
very,
it about,
very late.
he
Probably
found
a
it
lot later
about
than
20
me.
minutes ago.
Oh,
Yep.
so you had invert for
Yes.
your main movement the whole time. That's
Yes.
unfortunate. I had it like 30 to 40 minutes in. Like it was
He got it from
35 minutes.
the
I
Forgotten.
think it was like hour mark or something.
Yeah.
Where
got it
you
from the
hit it,
Forgotten
Ace, and you were.
entrance card.
It looked like you felt bad about it, but we
I
were like,
kinda did,
what
but-
just happened, right?
Because I
They
checked
called
it with the Forgotten entrance on my way down. I routed some things really weird, but like I think that was when I first went underground and then realized I went the wrong way and got stuck. But I hit something good, so I warped out anyway and just like did something else.
Like, we had Craftwork, and I think Deep Sinker maybe was
Yep.
somewhere
Yeah.
early.
Uh-huh.
And then, of course, technically high jump was early also.
It
I got
was.
Bloodsteel pretty early too.
Yeah,
So it
that's
was
true.
like
There
the
was a
game really
Bloodsteel,
wants me to go
yeah.
down, doesn't it?
But, like, I hit invert off of the chair in the waterfall.
You both did.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Ace
is that the
freaking-
only way?
Ace
Like,
got
my
bailed
mind
so
was
hard.
blown. Like, if this is it, like, I might just have a free win here. This is great.
I'm
It
glad
was
that we
a strong
both hit
play.
it. You probably did that a lot earlier than me though, because I went up to like OD and kind of clowned
Yeah.
around before going that direction.
Well, you went to OD before Jeebles, before you got Jeebles. Like,
Yeah, I
glasses.
did. I cut. Oh,
Yeah.
that's what I got at like 35 minutes was Jeebles, and I felt bad
Mhm.
about that. And then like
Yeah, but
I
that-
got
that's
that
almost
late
there.
also.
I-
Not
you
late, but probably it was probably pretty close to 35 minutes.
you guys
It was
were like a
almost
minute apart.
like it was almost a stroke of luck. I got it because like I skipped those chests in that like center area of entrance or whatever. That's where
Yeah.
it was, and then
Mhm.
like on my way to garden, I'm like, let's just clean these up now. There'd be Jeebles there.
It was amazing because you guys got them like 30 seconds apart or something ridiculous.
That's
It's-
good though. That's like
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that makes for a good race.
Yeah, it was good. And like Ace had got all the way to OD at that point, and you had gone through Cathedral, I think, at that point.
I just had cleaned up entrance. It's all like I got Void Ray. I was being thorough.
It was good. I thought your early game was really strong, BadmoonZ. Like, you were hitting everything along the way. It might have taken you a little while, but you were thorough in getting everything. And the route seemed clean. Like, you hit Jeebles and Void Ray, and you were just, like, plowing through stuff.
Yeah,
You
and
hit
then,
that invert.
Yeah, invert was good, and then Zangetsudo was
Yeah.
maybe shortly after invert, was it?
Yeah,
I
it was
remember,
in Underground on the
Yeah.
way up to entrance.
Yeah, so all of that felt really good. The part where it started to feel bad was like 15 minutes ago, incidentally getting high jump.
There were two big reactions in this race. Ace pogging, getting bailed out, getting invert on the chair, after skipping, or not skipping, but messing up, getting some of the checks in the waterfall.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, he
so
fell
like
down.
you needed it too. Oh, that's
Yeah,
funny.
I
Yeah.
fell and I was trying to ride the chair up and I accidentally damaged it because apparently if you use accelerator while
Yes,
you're riding the chair,
I
it
was
like
very careful about that.
throws it off. See, I didn't know that. So I got like stuck at the bottom on the chair and I was like, no, those items, like they could be something huge. I can't just leave those, but I can't get back up. And then it was invert. So I was like, I can go back up now.
Oh, that's amazing.
And you hit it first shard. Like, it was the
Yeah.
same chair that...
Yeah, the
betrayed
same
you.
one that I
Yeah.
run into the ground.
And then, of course, the high jump reaction, which we knew you had gone through all of Dead, all of Icy Tomb, just everything, pressing the invert button.
Yeah,
over and
even
over again.
like going underground through desert, like through Inferno.
Oriental.
Yeah,
You did all that. Yep.
It sounds like you did a lot more than me, BadmoonZ. Like,
I was actually
Cleared more than me.
surprised by the end of Icy Tomb. And even part of desert, I didn't have 65% map. It was like 62. And then I just clicked the tile anyway because I knew I was going to get it. But I
Probably
figured
'cause
I
you missed
had
all
it
the early
already.
tiles.
Like I got the 1100 HP before 65% map.
I was pretty close on those. I actually didn't realize I had the 1100 HP until like I was on my way to that last tile after the false finish. And I was like, oh wait, I have the HP too. Does that actually help? No, it doesn't. I don't have double jump.
Yeah, we thought you might hit that like on the way down, but it was kind of irrelevant because you just could have needed the Demon Lord anyways.
I was pretty close on the like cat ears and silver tiara and ribbon and all that. I think I just needed cat ears, and I thought I saw it in the crafter. But I don't see it anymore.
I saw it somewhere, but I wasn't close at all. I had the ribbon super late, and I had the tiara the whole time, and I never saw the Dullhammer head or the wolf
The
hood.
Dullhammer helm was on the cat. The first cat.
Okay.
I thought I saw cat ears in the crafter too.
Maybe it was something that I destroyed.
It was definitely somewhere, because I saw it, and I like kind of made note of it, but it was never really like worth going for with the rest of the tile being a mess for me. And I didn't have the great swords. I was so far away from that. I didn't have one of the expertise ones. I had one of the two. I forget which one. I had dagger expertise.
Yeah, I think you both had that. It was early.
So it's like, even if I get that tile with the, cat ears, double hammer head, and so on, like, it's not a bingo. So just not even gonna think about it right now.
But it would have granted you column 4, which would have been nice for sure. To just hit that immediately. Or hit like double jump for column 1.
Oh yeah, if I get the expertise one, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I saw this too. I could dismantle one of the daggers for a great sword.
Well, once you get your objective, you can bail on the daggers.
Yeah.
I think part of my problem here at the end is I didn't know what I was gonna do. I was just like, let's buy all the Alcahest, dismantle the stuff, it'll just work out, right? We'll get a beret, maybe the iron breastplate, some great swords. Like, if we miss one or two of them, whatever. And the answer was he get nothing.
Well, Ace had some quests that gave him like some boreal rime boots that he deconned for a
I was
iron
looking
breastplate.
for that. Yeah.
Yeah, if you
I
dismantle
saw
the
that.
Boiler boots.
Yeah, because that was in the crafter. Saw it somewhere. What am I even looking for?
See, you're really good at that, BadmoonZ. I'm never good at using the looking at the things you can't currently craft to figure out what you can dismantle them for if you buy them or get them. You know what I mean? Like, I have so much
Two-step process.
tracking that because there's just so many things. You look at the crafting list and it just goes on forever. And it's like, overwhelming.
It's definitely challenging. Like, I honestly think I'm not that good at it.
You're definitely better at it than me. It just
But yeah, I
didn't
did
seem like
see
you're
the
actually
Boreal
working.
Rhyme boots. I did note that, and I just kind of wrote it off as like, well, if it's not in the shop, I don't think we
Sure,
can get this.
it's one of the Kill the Murderers quests. I forget which one, but I happened to hit it like incidentally somewhere. I just turned them in on the way to something and was like, well, I guess I have these boots.
Oh yeah, Poison Toad. I'm 7 out of 10 on that.
Rip.
Rip.
You hit
I
too
mean-
easily.
Yeah. I mean, that's certainly my fault. After the first murderer is dead, I just accept them, and then if they happen to turn in, they turn in.
Yeah, I'll like
I
if I'm
could be
close
better
to
on
hitting, I'll finish it up. Like if I have like 8 out of 10 or something, I'll be like, I'll just kill like 2 more. I
Yeah,
did
if I
that
see
with
the little pop-up
couple
that's
things.
like, it's in progress, and I'm like, okay, let's finish this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I did that with like the Gamigan maybe, and there was like one other enemy where it's like I hit the shard super early, and I was like, well, I guess I'll kill a couple more just in case whatever I get from the quest is helpful.
Yeah, and I think BadmoonZ, the reason you didn't get that quest is because you never went to Upper Tower, where there's like 20 poison toads.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
you really
didn't-
only get opportunities in like desert at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I do remember seeing it ticket while I was in desert, but I'm like, not the highest priority right now, gotta go.
Is the upper tower, is that the only thing that I did that BadmoonZ didn't do? Because
I
I
think so.
I
Yeah.
think so.
like, obviously we both did desert and secret sorcery and all that stuff and Inferno.
Yeah, I was
Mhm.
definitely getting sloppy when I was near the end. It was just kind of like, look through, open chests, open all the chests. I think actually I was probably doing a pretty good job at shards, because like there's still a piece of the puzzle I needed. Whether it was high jump or hellhound. Or like the other expertise. Maybe iron breastplate would just happen to drop somewhere.
Yeah, it was on the light elemental. If I read the drop tables correctly, I was gonna go there and get it and farm a light elemental for it because I looked up the drop table to figure out where I could find that. But then I saw it dismantleable, so I just did that instead because obviously.
Yeah,
that was
maybe
bad.
I should have looked it up. Again, like, no, I'm fine with the decision I made. But White Elemental is definitely a enemy I don't pick up the drops. I do the strategy where you're in Cathedral and you just like see it in the like off in the distance and beam it.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think you both did that.
yeah. I needed the archer too, so I'd farmed the archer and the light elemental at the same time for a little bit. But I did the same thing. Didn't pick up the drops, just let them fall and pop my head in and out of the doorway.
Yeah, and honestly, like those drops can take a while to even get the drop that you need. And like it might not have even led to a bingo. In this case it would, and it did. But you don't have to marry yourself to that tile. Because it can be time consuming. So makes sense. Any other interesting
Maybe.
tidbits about the scene you guys want to share?
No, I think like the most interesting stuff was the invert and high jump and how that happened. Otherwise, it felt pretty good until I got to the crafter at the end.
Yeah, that's fair. I know your abyssal dragon fight was a little bit miserable there.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's actually a good thing to bring up. Because, like, at that point I had been getting tons of ammo drops. I'm like, wow, this might just incidentally happen. And then I got it, like, half dead.
Yeah.
Oh no, you did that with the gun, with the Culverin? Or what did you use?
No, I just had, like, Torador or something.
Oh man, the Culverin was like on the way to was it right before Andy? I think I got it right before Andy, and I was like, "Do I want to do this?" And I was like, "No," because
Was it in the like spiky death area? You know what I mean
like
by
the
that?
hallway. No, I didn't go there. I don't ever go to hallway. I didn't have a way to get the chest.
I went in
I
that
didn't
way,
have
and then
the
I'm like, I
initiative.
can't get this.
Yeah, I like dropped down because I usually farm the archers there, but I was like, oh wait, I hit this in Upper Cathedral while I was farming the light elementals, so I can just go back, go back
Yeah,
up.
I must have missed it. I didn't have a.
I might be
ever
I might be
gone.
mistaken.
But
I
at
know
any
I-
rate, like at the time, I'm like, I once it wasn't happening, I didn't try to force it.
Yeah,
And
If you've
it's
done
deceptive sometimes how
Yeah.
much the difference is between ammo and no ammo.
it looked like it might not be a bingo, and it ended up not being a bingo for me. And like Craftwork was always like there, like as a option. So it was
Yeah,
more
that's
just
what I
a-
did. I did on craft work. I ran out of ammo, but I